Penny was the sweet little orphan girl whom the brave mice, Bianca and Bernard, had rescued from the clutches of the villainous Madame Medusa. They had not only saved Penny from Medusa's wicked plans, but they had also managed to rescue her favorite toy well-worn, scruffy teddy bear that Penny had carried with her through all her trials. Since that fateful day, Bianca and Bernard had become close friends of Penny, visiting her regularly at her new, cozy home. Although Penny was now safe and sound, she sometimes felt lonely. That was when her two tiny, brave mouse friends would come to cheer her up, telling her stories of their adventures and bringing her little treats from their travels. One day, however, Penny was especially down. Her tiny shoulders trembled as her eyes filled with tears, and the two mice immediately noticed her distress. "Penny, what's wrong?" Bianca asked gently, her soft voice full of concern. "I've lost my teddy." Penny sobbed, her voice cracking with sadness. "I don't know where he is. I looked everywhere." Bianca and Bernard exchanged worried glances. Penny's teddy bear wasn't just a toy to her, it was her cherished companion, the one constant in her life, and without it, she felt utterly lost. "Don't worry, we'll find him for you," said the ever-optimistic Bianca with a warm smile. "You know we're always here for you, Penny." But just as the mice were about to start their search, a sudden loud thud startled them. They turned to see an energetic puppy bounding into the room, his ears flapping with every leap. The puppy was as fluffy as a cloud, with bright, happy eyes and a wagging tail. To the tiny mice, the puppy seemed absolutely enormous. Double quotes. "Oh, look." Penny's face lit up as she wiped away a tear. "This little pup is my Christmas present. He's so sweet, but he can't take the place of my teddy." The puppy, unaware of Penny's distress, was filled with energy and curiosity. He bounced excitedly around the room, sniffing at everything in sight. In his playful enthusiasm, he bounded toward Bianca and snatched her soft fur hat right off her head. Before anyone could react, the puppy dashed away, the hat swinging from his mouth. "Come back here," cried Bernard, running after the puppy with a determination that matched his tiny stature. Bianca, her hat now gone, followed suit, though her laughter couldn't be contained. She loved the puppy's spirited antics, but they had to find Penny's teddy bear first. The puppy dashed outside, frolicking in the snow like a whirlwind, and Bernard was hot on his tail, darting and dodging through the flakes. The snow was cold and deep, but Bernard wasn't about to give up. He scampered after the playful pup and squeezed into the small doghouse behind him, panting with determination. Double quotes Bianca. Bernard called out, his voice muffled by the thick snow. "Come quickly." Bianca hurried after him, her little paws slipping a bit on the icy ground, but she finally reached the doghouse. Inside, the puppy was happily gnawing on a bone, its attention fixed on the treat. But Bernard wasn't distracted. He had spotted something in the corner of the kennel, a familiar soft shape. "Look," he exclaimed, pointing his tiny paw at the object. "It's Penny's teddy bear." The puppy, in his exuberance, had somehow managed to carry the teddy bear off and stash it in his little den. Penny's teddy. Bianca gasped. The naughty little dog took it without even realizing it. Well, it looks like we're the great detectives, Bianca. Bernard grinned, proud of their discovery. Together, the two mice carefully approached the puppy, who was still chewing on his bone, oblivious to their presence. They gently retrieved Penny's teddy bear and scampered back outside, their tiny paws making swift, careful movements through the snow. They returned to Penny's house, where she was sitting by the window, gazing out at the falling snowflakes. Her eyes brightened when she saw Bianca and Bernard approaching with her beloved teddy bear in tow. "You found it," Penny gasped, rushing to them with an expression of pure joy. "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." She hugged her teddy bear tightly, her face beaming with happiness. "You must always send for us if you need help, Penny," Bernard said, smiling from ear to ear. "We're always happy to come to your rescue." Bianca nodded, her kind eyes shining, and no matter what, Penny, we're your friends forever. We'll always help you find what you need, just like we did today. Penny hugged both the mice tightly, a smile stretching across her face. "I'm so lucky to have you both," she said, feeling the warmth of their friendship fill her heart. The puppy, having noticed the excitement, bounced over to Penny with his tail wagging. He looked up at her with those big, playful eyes, as if asking for her approval. Penny giggled and gently patted him on the head. "I know you didn't mean to take my teddy, little one," she said kindly. "But for now, it's just me and my teddy again." The puppy whimpered softly, then bounded off to play, leaving the two mice and Penny to enjoy a peaceful moment together. Bianca and Bernard knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always be there to help Penny and that they could face anything together as long as they had each other. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the snowy yard, the three friends sat together, watching the puppy race around the yard and smiling contentedly, knowing that their bond of friendship was unbreakable. And from that day forward, whenever Penny needed help, she knew she could always count on her brave little friends, Bianca and Bernard, to come to her aid and perhaps share a few more adventures along the way.